All right, everybody, here we go. We got iron. And so now I was going to go back to my base, and then it dawned on me. The reason I was going to go back to my base is because I was out of, kind of carry capability. But it turns out I had pretty much everything I needed at my little forward operating base at Nuaru, my little island base, to make a longship. So now that I've made that, I've got a ton of storage capacity. I can go back to the swamp, it's not terribly far away, and finish out that mine. Now, would I be greedy by doing that? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to gather some of the things that I had. Sorry, it's a little bit loud. Put them on my longship. I need to christen it something. What do I call it? The HMS Beauty? Lame. But I will need to come up with a name for it. And a way to organize how I put everything in here. But now, more than anything, the most important thing is just making sure I get all that beautiful iron. None in there, good. Ooh, that's a weird little float there. Drop that off. And my carve is over here. Maybe what I'll do is... thought I was going to make that jump. Of course I wasn't going to. I think I'm actually going to sail the carve around to where the longship is. Easier to transport the ore that's already there onto the boat. You don't need to be super crazy about how close I get or anything. Just jumping distance will work. My little supports, that's kind of funny. Alright. In fact, if I can get it. Yeah, see, that's what I was concerned about. I'll just do like 20 at a pop. See, one of the things about doing this 3x resource multiplier, it's the one thing I'm giving myself in the game, right? No map, no portal, hardcore combat. But I have given myself 3x resources because I didn't want to spend all my time mining, farming. Now, the mining part's not even bad when it's like copper. I have some fun, when it's going into the burial chambers or sunken crypts or whatever. But it was the farming that gets brutal, right? I want to spend all day growing carrots, growing turnips, growing onions, and so forth. And so I said, I'll give myself 3x resources, not really exactly realizing that that was really going to be giving myself like kind of a huge leg up when it came to all the other stuff. I probably should have done a little less in reality. I should have probably done 2x maybe. I'll leave some stuff here because I'll probably be back. And I'll probably end up getting rid of some of this stuff. But in the meantime, should I be greedy? Should I go back to the swamp and keep working that mine? Or should I say, I've got $30, $60, $90, $119 plus 7, $126 iron here. I could actually go back, smelt a bunch of stuff, make some good armor maybe, weapons, huntsman bow, and use that to go back to that mine and get the rest of the silver. Because when you got 3x resources, a mine that normally have 100 silver is going to have like 300, not silver, iron, although it's about the same. Might have like 300, right? Which is huge compared to 100. And especially when it's just one person playing, right? That's not going to necessarily be enough, but it's going to be a lot of iron. But I am going to need more. I know I'm going to need more. And while it would be nice to have a little better armor, a little better bow, whatever, just the fact that I'm so close right now. Really makes me think I should go back. And so I'm going to go back. Sorry, I had to close a little window that popped up on the screen. Alright, sorry. Ooh. Let's go forward. Let's get us some vectors. In fact, I think I'm going the wrong way already. I was just going to pull up my bearings and make sure I was traveling east. But I know that I have to go between crappy little swamp island and... In fact, it's northeast, probably here. Yeah. North to get on the north side of this island, then it's practically straight east for the rest of the way. For once, I got the wind at my back. Feel the breeze going through my luscious Viking locks. Oh, I have longed to have a longship in this game. I had to spend so much time sailing the ocean in a carve, worried that at any moment there was going to be a storm or a serpent that was just going to completely knock me out. I was going near the swamp. Somehow, I think there might have been a Draugr archer under the water who was shooting up into my boat. Did a fair amount of damage, had me very nervous. Because when you're going by a swamp, as you know, there are leeches. And when you're playing hardcore mode, the leeches hit hard. They hit very hard. So what I'm probably going to do, I have 2 poison pots on me, and my kind of rule for being in the crypts is to always have poison going. Making lots of poison pots is not going to be a problem. I have a bunch more back at my base. I probably should have brought all 10 instead of 5. That was kind of dumb. In fact, I might even have left 5 at my... I have like 3 different forward operating bases here, and it's entirely possible I split them up. But I'm not going to go and search around for them. But always got to have the poison on. One thing I discovered, the hard way, not this game. This game is permadeath. And with permadeath, you can't discover things the hard way, usually, because you're going to be dead, right? And if you're dead, game over. But other games, you just never know when a blob is going to come around the corner or something when you're in the crypts. And so that's when I decided to always have the poison pot on me. It's just too easy to make them. Well, take some thistle, black forest everywhere. Coal, no problem. What direction am I going here? Kind of northeast still, huh? It would be really funny if somehow I lost my way and couldn't find that crypt again. Because I thought I remembered going more east than north. Although that sunken boat looks familiar. Of course, every sunken boat on the shore is going to look familiar. I need a name for my boat. What should I name my boat? Traveling a little bit southeast now. I need a good name for my boat. Give me some ideas. Wait a minute. Alright, so that direction's actually where the mine is. So what I'm gonna do, it's a little trickier to do Tokyo drifting into the shore on a longboat, but a lot more reproducible. I'm just gonna double check and see if there's anything worthwhile bringing. Do I leave the pots here? I'll take these, I'll take these, I'll take these. I meant to take those before. Alright, nothing else really there. But I am gonna fatten these up. Head back, see if I can hit my other base closer to the swamp before it gets dark. Although I think it's barely even noon yet. If I can make it all the way, I will. Oh, but then I said it was this way. And I still can't believe that the wind has been mostly at my back. It's not exactly my back, it's at my side, but at least it's not at my front. And so now, is it that little swamp directly in front of me? Like, does this shore curve around, or am I really hugging to the right? I don't remember. I think my little other base is right here. It hasn't spawned yet, but it's going to be right where that blank spot is. Oh, no, it's up here. I think I am just going to go right to the crypt. I've got time. A lot of time. It's not too much further. Plus, when you've got the old longship, the HMS what? It's always an HMS, right? The HMS something. The HMS Lothbrok. I want to have some kind of tribute to Ragnar, but I don't think this boat name is going to be what I do it with. Alright, not much further now. There are some more swamps over there. I think that's just a crappy little island. The thing that I don't know about this one, and partially because I don't need to know, see, there's somebody shooting at me. I just heard, is that... No, you see? I swear I'm not seeing anybody with bows over there. And I'm not seeing arrows coming through the air, but something is hitting this boat. Alright. If I had a core on me, I would, I'd create a bonfire. And who knows, maybe I'll end up getting rid of some of that stuff. Alright, let's see. Do we have anybody problematic near the shore? I don't see any Draugr here. Let's back in so we can get out quickly if we need. But with leeches around, gotta make sure you're pretty much right up against the shore. Blood bags I'll throw in here because I don't need them. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up having to get rid of the eyes and the resin, but I'll wait just in case. Do I do that now? Nah. I'll worry about that later maybe. Let's go do it. Let's go get us some grub, some iron. Let's see, where were we? Come through here. Did we finish this? It's looking like it. Before I actually go charging around, I'm gonna get my rested bonus back. And gotta remember to take that poison pop. And also, just on a whim, in case anything should go amiss, let's get the healing pot up there. And there it is. Okay. It's over there. Withered bones. I don't care about those. I've already got enough. Alright, time for the poison pot. And now it's time to start mining. And kill some stuff. And I can't see anything. Got this light in my face. Right next to my monitor. Yeah, it's a blob. I missed it. Anything else in here, or is it just that blob? I think it's just that one blob. Maybe it's two blobs, but either way, I need to give myself a little bow room here. Alright, I guess you didn't know I was coming. Alright, we get some oozes from that. Let's get the rest of the iron loot. Did I miss anything? All looks all good. Do I want to get the yellow mushrooms? I think I've got enough. I follow a left rule. I always walk along the left wall so I never get lost. I don't hear any spawners, blobs, Draugr noises. Probably famous last words, right? Yeah, I can't see anything. I almost need to turn the brightness up on my monitor. Alright, not gonna waste all my pickaxe going for one little bit that's probably not gonna have any muddy scraps anyway. Plus I'm already 28. I'm already almost at full for my weight. 30 and I'm full. So let's go put this back in the... I use the chest in the very front as my staging chest. Might even still have some crap in there from earlier, yeah. Scraps I don't care about. Bones I don't care about. I mean, I know I need the bones later. I shouldn't say I don't care about them. I'm aware of what I need them for. But I want the iron head for this. Let's put that in there so I can get some more silver. Now we went through, where was it, here? Then up here. Yeah. Alright. This looks like one of those, yeah, yellow mushroom exits. Make sure we don't miss out on any iron loot. Nothing that says muddy scrap pile. There was something here, right there. Alright. Amber, maybe I'll take that for some loot. A little glitch there, I can see through the chamber wall. Okay, next. I was already in there. More bones, don't need the bones. I mean, you need the bones. Now, I haven't gone through any of these yet. Nothing in here. except for just making me wet. Coins, I'll take some cash for fish bait. I mean, Ymir flesh is probably the main thing I'll want for a Frostner. Let's see if this is a dead end. Kind of feels like it. Alright, so this is the end of this crypt. Sunken Chamber, whatever it is. I can never remember what they're called. Alright, so this will not quite put me over, but pretty close. So I'll make a couple trips. Unless it's dark, in which case I'm going to sit. It didn't tell me I'm cold. No jogger around. Let's clear out some of the stuff. Alright, like I said, I figured I'd be getting rid of that. Although I kind of wanted to keep some of that for, yeesh. Yeah, that brings up a really good, just now I feel cold. Well, that means I'm probably gonna stay in here for the rest of the night. If I were playing a game where I could die, I would pretty much guaranteed be willing to make a run for it, right? But when it's permadeath, and I'm wearing pretty low-level gear, I mean, let's face it, I'm wearing troll armor for the most part. Because I tend to be the type of player who likes mobility. And without, you know, let's see, I guess I can make sure that I haven't missed anything. Work on these little crappy muddy scrap piles here. But can't really see them. Sometimes with a certain angle you can get them. But the odds of there being a wraith that spawns, especially like just as I get my boat, start moving, the boat's going slowly, you know it's going to be against the wind. And as soon as that happens, the wraith spawns right next to me. I really have nowhere to go to kite it around, shoot it with fire arrows or whatever. And then I'm done. Right? And you know, I don't want that to happen. I've worked long and hard. Not really that long and hard. I'm only on like day 172 or something in game. But I've worked pretty hard at trying to make sure I haven't died. As, you know, anybody should do when they're... That's why I didn't hear any sounds, but the mind's cleared. That's when you stop hearing everything. The question is, how long does it take before night is over? Is it like 5 minutes or something? See, this is where the impatience really throws you off. Should I risk dying just because I don't want to sit here for a few minutes? And the answer is probably. I would be very, very upset with myself if I went outside before it was the next day and I died by a wraith. Or at the night you also have probably, I think there's a higher incidence of bad guy spawns, you know, 1-star Draugr or whatever. So I'm gonna stay here for a second. Now, if there's anybody watching, give me a name for a boat. What's a good name for my longship? Give me some suggestions. Because I'm kind of at a brain dead from that whole thing. What do I want? What was the name of the boat in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? That mechanical boat they go on where they watch the weird movies. Like there's those little clips playing in the background, bugs and gross things. Even shows the bad guy, or the fake bad guy for a few minutes. What was his name? Slugworth? It shows Slugworth for a split second. That's what Charlie tells Grandpa Joe, that was the guy who... Can I kill this and get the, anything from it? No? No gunk? Nothing? Oh well. Now, I'm pretty sure once it hits daytime, it will say day whatever. And it even makes it look light outside, just to give you a false sense of, hey, it's light. That's probably the light of a wraith sitting outside the door. Man, I would love to go out. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to be patient. You know? But too many times have I made that mistake. Oh! Well, didn't mean to use the minor healing need, but that's... I swapped it out with where my hammer normally is. What was I going to look up? Oh, I was going to pull the hammer out. I was going to look at bonfires. I wonder if I could plop a bonfire right there if I had all this stuff. I mean, theoretically, maybe I could. I doubt it. And I don't think it would let you put it right here. The problem is anywhere you put it, you're going to set yourself on fire trying to get past it. There was a spawner in here when I first got in, right in that room. And I would love to have been able to jump in here and just drop a spawner or a bonfire right where the spawner was. Oh. Has it been long enough? I think it says day something when you're in here. But I'm not 100% sure. It's been a few minutes. I feel like I might need to step out just to see if I'm cold. Yeah, let's do it. You feel cold. Alright, any wraith action? No. Am I dumb for doing this? Probably. You know what? I'm not going to. I'm not going to do it. You know why? I was going to, and then I realized that I was going to be going right into the wind, like I said I was going to be. And it was like, you know those, see, I can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if that's just random swamp noise or if it means there's an abomination close by, but I had a core on me, I could make a bonfire. I don't know if that's a good or bad idea. I probably should stay close to the entrance here in case I do have a... Ooh, jeez. Last thing I need to do is be wandering around a swamp with no food in me. All it takes is one errant arrow from a skeleton or something, and that's game over. See? That's exactly what I should have been doing, was eating food when I was in there. So, there's a part of me that's thinking, if the wraith hasn't spawned yet, it's not going to spawn now. That could be terrible thinking. Like, they either spawn and then they just stay spawned, right? I guess what I'm getting at is maybe I could go. And actually now, it's almost kind of do or die situation, right? But I think a little bit further on the rotate. And I'll have the wind at my back and I can get out of here a little faster. This is a lot longer of a rotation than I thought it was going to be. All I need to do is just get out a little further. Wouldn't even have been hysterical in a horribly hysterical way if a abomination had popped out. I've been saying, I think I hear an abomination. Alright, this is staying dark a lot longer than I thought it was going to, that's for sure. Alright, let's keep some distance from the shore, because I don't need any wraiths coming out after me. Looks like dawn's starting to come. Whenever you see that world save in 30 seconds, I think that means you're getting near the next day. I'm not sure how often it does that world save thing. It's like twice a day. See, if I were in a cave right now, I'd be a little terrified. I'd be like, oh, there's a storm coming. That's not good, right? And sea serpent maybe it's going to be coming after me. But I can't go to the shore because there's going to be wraiths and stuff because it's still dark. No, it's not, but even then it still could show up and there's a bunch of bad guys. Let's see if I can kill this deer. Oh yeah, Death Race 2000. Okay. So now there's my other little, that was my kind of base number 3, I would call it, on my base hopping adventures. So base number 1 was Nuaru, if you were there when you saw my tiny little island nation, named after the smallest island nation in the world. And then I had one base across the water, kind of to the left of those trees. That's when I was still actually looking for a swamp. It was really frustrating. I spent days, like of real-time days, looking for a swamp that was big enough to have a crypt in it. Eventually found one, but it took some time. And so once I found it, I decided to create a closer forward operating base. And I didn't think all of that out really well. If I would have brought cores with me, set those up on the forward operating base, so that as soon as I got some iron, I could immediately start smelting it and doing fun things with it. And I completely forgot about that. So then I thought, well, there's some smelters over at the tiny island, Nuaru. I'll go there, smelt a little bit. And I wasn't even sure why I was going to do that. I just thought I want to smelt something. I want to see all those beautiful iron things you can make when you first get iron, right? All the armors and weapons and upgrades for your crafting stations. And I completely forgot. And the number one thing I wanted iron for was this boat. And as soon as I got the iron, I forgot about it until I saw it, went to the forge to do something and saw the iron nails, and it all came flooding back. And I was still going to go back to the main base where I had a lot of coal set up for smelting all the iron that I was sure I was going to get. And then as soon as I made the longship, which was the very end of last session, this session I thought to myself, we got the storage capacity. I don't have 4 crappy little storage things like I did at the other place, right? I mean, you got so much storage. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, plus that 7, the 14 here. Let's make sure I keep steering the boat, though. Wind does push you around. Alright, I think I'm getting a little close to Crappy Island. I called it Crappy Island in the beginning, and then I didn't like that name because it was it was a nice island. I mean, it's not a nice island. It's a tiny piece of crap. But it was a good location, and it's done me well. I even ended up making not only the smelter and the kiln, but I made a cultivator, found some carrot seeds, planted some. That's the one thing I should have probably looked for in the swamp that I didn't, were some turnip seeds. Why I forgot to do that, I don't know. Now I feel like somewhere around here should be Noru. I usually leave some lights on. This looks like that little, see that little Little tiny island over here. Looks to me like Nauru. You can see my smelter, my kiln. And I don't think I need to actually stop at Nauru for anything. But the one thing it does have going for it is this directional back to my house. See, there's a cultivator, there's, oh geez, there's a sandbar. Oh, look at that. Expert boating. And it's telling me to go in probably south. I think the direction it's pointing is south. And for me, south is that the direction it's pointing? Yeah, I'll say so. South. Let me see. I never understand why the car acts stupid like that. Not the car, but this thing. This is what I use for a compass, right? So you set this up pointed north when you first leave. Make sure you don't ever rotate. And now I've always got this ghost carve that acts as a compass. That's north. The paddles at the south end, of course. I gotta watch out for this kind of crap. And my suspicion this all looks very familiar to me. Although not super familiar. Is that a river? It is. That's a horrible river. But it's one that I'm pretty sure I've passed by before. If all goes well, I'll make it back in time before it gets night. I can throw some iron ore in the smelter and some coal, grab some quick Z's, and then I'll be waking up with 10 more iron ready, and I can start making some fun stuff. And I really don't know what I'm going to make first. I mean, most likely I will be making upgrades. Let's see, this is, is that Draugr Village? No, this is the village that's right next to my base practically. That might be my base right in front of me. Yep, there it is. Okay, and I just killed Death Race 2000. Sorry about that, buddy. Now, this is the first time I brought a longboat to this base. So I think I'm going to have to be real careful. Because I haven't really cleared out all the crappy rocks and stuff to make it kind of boat friendly. So we're just going to pull it in nice and easy here. As soon as I clear this rock, I'm going to start turning, get the side of the boat right here at the dock. There's a little too close. Yeah. But let's get off of here so the boat stops. Let's repair the damage that I've done. And then let's clear out some of the junk. I can still pull a few things here. Get some smelting going. There's my bee farm. There's a lot of bees. Oh, I've got a lot of smelters. I forgot about that. And I should have had coal in all of them, fully ready to go. Now this is my base that I tried to... Jeez. I guess I'm swimming to my boat either way. Tried to make it pretty... Jeez, I got too much crap. I gotta get rid of some of this. Things that weigh a lot that I don't actually need to have on me. Do I have anything that weighs a lot? Some of the stuff. Once I get this stuff smelted, I'm going to clear out some more of the junk on me back in the base inventory. No, you know what I'm going to do? I got to be good about this. Got to keep the doors closed. The first time I first built this base, and I had tamed some 2-star boars, or 1-star, brought them inside, had a little area for them to breed. I was having some 1-star boars going, getting lots of scraps. And then I left the door open here. I thought this base was indestructible at the time. This is before I had the fence on top. And was just running out here to do something. Got a smell from the swamp, raid. So I jumped up on top and I was getting ready to shoot guys. And a bunch of Draugr literally just ran over my wall. I thought it was vertical. I just ran right over it, ran into my house, killed my pigs. I was furious. Since then, I haven't seen a one-star pig, but I really haven't been looking very closely, honestly. So let's get rid of some of our junk. What do I have to get rid of? Scraps can go in here. Mushrooms go here. Entrails and stuff here. Booty goes here. No, booty goes here. Withered bones will go in the swamp and other stuff chest. Arrows and stuff I think I'm good with. They take some slots, but slots aren't really my issue right now. It's the weight. Alright. The problem is every time you get on the boat, it's going to start floating farther and farther away. I could not have hit that hole any better if I tried. I figured I'd land either in the boat or on the dock. I did not think I was going to land in that tiny crack in between. Alright, I'm out of weight already. I'm just going to... No, I guess I can't. You can see I got some coal ready. Alright, let's put the iron in the forge chest. Okay, those are full up. The ores will go in here that I have left. Clearly I've got some cores for bonfires and whatnots, but what I really need is some coal. So let's start at this end. There's something so satisfying about just processing massive amounts of ore at the same time. Almost comes out faster than you can process it. And I'm going to need maybe a whole separate chest by the time I get done. Although not for long, because I plan on using most of it pretty quickly. As anybody would. Alright, 5, 13, 18. Let's grab a 14. I can grab 3 more. And maybe some... see, even that's too much. Everything's too much. I'll get out that other stuff. In a second, I say a second, but in a little bit, I'm going to have enough, I'm going to have enough iron to do upgrades that I will be putting on, the food, the, that's not going to work. My other things are going to make me be able to use, not sure why I put that on here in the first place. You can't keep splitting these things. You eventually get to the right number. This is going to be one more. Go back and forth, just split half and half. Eventually you get there. And all of this wood is for keeping the coal going. Gotta keep the coal going. Although it seems like I have a lot of coal in that chest. And I do. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't like burning up some fine wood or something. I had a lot of wood on me. Was that taking up a lot of weight? See, I keep leaving the door open. All it takes is one raid. And I'm angry again. I gotta get rid of 3 of them. If my math is okay, it's not bad. I'm gonna have a lot of iron to burn through. But I got a lot of things I want to make. The real question is, am I going to like run into situations where I'm missing supporting materials, right? Am I going to be missing, you know, because you always need other stuff, core wood or fine wood or scraps or deer hides or whatever. And so that's the question, is will I run into situations where I'm missing that, which would be frustrating. And then I'll have to go out and find a dandelion or whatever, right? Like I said, I wish I had spent a little more. You know, I ran out of the swamp at night. You saw that I got very impatient, which I did. I admit fully. Boy, maybe I should make that dock higher. I ran out of the swamp at night because I got bored, basically. And if you run out at night, you don't want to run around the swamp looking for turnip seeds. They're kind of rare, right? Not super rare, but they're kind of rare. And so, in the end of the day, I'm sure it was a smart thing to not... I mean, the smartest thing probably would have been to wait, throw the stuff in the boat, go back, and look for turnip seeds. But I also do have some... I got a new trophy there. Some iron for here. Probably poison pots in here, right? Yep. Like I said, I got a few in here. What are these? Poison, poison, poison. Yeah, see? So, I always fully plan whenever I'm doing anything swampy. Oop, what did I run out of? Ore? Yeah. See, it goes fast. I'm carrying too much. Not for long. So what's your name? Whoever's watching. Helps with the chit chat. Make sure these are filled up. It's getting a little late, which means the easiest thing to do at this point. Well, not going to crash until I have fully unloaded the stuff in the boat. I'm very close. I put away all my poison pots. I shouldn't do that. You never know when a raid's going to happen and there's going to be some poison. The only thing that's going to stay in the boat is the harpoon. I'll leave a little wood. Why not? Here, swim back into the base real quick. And it seems like I've got these carrots waiting. I didn't do a real efficient job. But I have a lot of carrots. These are blueberry or raspberries. I don't even remember where I put the carrots. That's jerky, boar meat, cooked deer meat, deer stew, carrot soup. Obviously I've got some honey. Chests and chests, as you can see. Loot. I can't remember where I put this. I thought I had some chests. Well, 43. It's probably about time to harvest some more carrots. I've got an entire chest. Well, maybe they're out there. I gotta kind of remind myself I was away for so long. A couple hundred and 500 seeds or so. 400 or 500. Alright. Final stuff in here. We'll put the blood bags. We've got some loot. We've got some wood. Where are the woods? Thought I had like a wood chest. Here. Ironwood. Raydorf eyes go down here. Iron goes in here. Let's sleep real quick. That needs... oh, just my fire's out. In a few seconds, I'm gonna have a stone cutter, which means I'll be able to build a harp. And generally, other cool stone stuff. Lots of cool stone stuff. That'll help me for when I go to build forward bases, that I can bring a bunch of stone with me maybe and just build them real quick. Won't that be nice? Alright. So this should be another 30 iron. No, it was going to run out a little bit. Yeah, 24. I picked up some. So let me get another round going. First I'll load up with coal. Might need to grab a little bit more. I'm not going to be able to finish this one out. Alright, but I do have some more coal here. So I'll pop that into here. I'm so glad I like pre-made coal. That would have been terrible to get back and not be able to use all this ore right away, because I was having to wait for coal to be made, of all things. I could be really impatient and actually break down those kilns, turn them into smelters, and start doing 5 at a pop. Okay, now while those are going, let's make some stuff. Alright. What can I make? So there's armor. Well, you know what? I'm gonna, before I do forge stuff, let's look in here and say, what did I get access to? A stone cutter. I need a stone cutter. I'll probably need to make multiple stone cutters, actually. 4 stone and 10 wood. Alright. I happen to have some stone out here. And I don't have carrying capacity because I grabbed 24 iron, which I don't need. Let me put it all back. And for starters, we'll just grab 2. That's all I need for the stone cutter. And that'll allow me to make a grinding wheel. And then with the grinding wheel, I'll be able to... I thought I had a stack of wood around here, but must have just been the stuff in the boat. I have to relight some of those torches. Oh, yeah, my food's getting a little low. Pretty shortly, we're going to have some upgrades to the cauldron. Gonna start making some tasty good stuff. I find that exciting. That'll make me feel a lot better going into the swamp with stuff like sausages and not stuff like carrot soup. But I gotta get those turnips. I really do need the turnips. I don't need the stone cutter inside. Where do I want to put it? Like right here, maybe? It's kind of near the stone, so it might make a little bit of sense. Not that that really matters. Maybe like right here seems nice to me. Ah, I can make the hearth. Screw all that. Oh, wait. Pretty soon I'll be able to make the, can I make the wood hooks? The cooking station? I should be able to make the cooking station. Oh, it needs a roof, huh? Well, that's a bummer. I'm going to have to move it, because I don't want a roof on this thing to block my view out the window. Oh boy, everywhere's got a view out the window. This one, I think, ironically, is being blocked by a stone. Alright, now I should be able to... What's wrong with right here? It's wanting to go down there. Let me flatten it. Maybe it's just not flat enough. That looks flat to me now, yeah. A little bit over here. Grab that wood. For the... right here, we'll say, in here. I can make the sharpening stone, and boom, I can now make a grinding wheel. That gives me an anvil upgrade, I think. Is it anvil or is it workbench? I don't remember. The grinding wheel is for the forge. And I need more wood. Alright. One of these days I thought I fixed that already. So every time I do that, it takes it all the way down. That's frustrating. Okay. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. There. No piles of wood over here. Although all these... What? Oh, I got all this stone on me that's taking up all the weight. Let's, I can't even repile it. It's just not quite enough. Let me throw it in here for a minute. Maybe enough wood for now. Grab a little bit more. Oh, can I smash him into my wall? You better run away, you fool. Really, you're the one doing damage to me, huh? What I really should do. Yeah, I'm not close enough to a workbench. Well, you know what? I'm close enough to a workbench now. I should have a front wall on this thing. Alright. That's so nobody crosses the bridge. Oh, look at this. We've got some more smelting to do. But first we are going to build a grinding wheel, which is a forge improvement. And the forge is over here. I wonder if I can put it outside. That would by far... Oh yeah, baby. Hurt me, baby. Alright, this is a new level. Forge level 4. And then, with the smith's anvil, it'll be forge level 5. Again, let's see if I can put it outside. Alright, does that make us forge level 5? Or was it too far away? Does it tell me right away, or do I have to get close to it? I have to get close to it. Alright. And what beautiful things can I make now? Anything new? I wonder how the bandage shield holds up against the buckler. Little movement speed impact. The buckler has the same movement speed impact. The parry bonus on the buckler is higher, which is nice. Block force is a little higher with the bandage shield. The block armor is a little bit higher. I don't care about the durability. The weight being a little higher. But what I can do, though, is I can pimp it out a little bit. I'll have to think about that. I'm not like a tower shield person so much. I'm kind of a cut and weaver. Now, iron buckler has that parry bonus, same thing. Block force of 30. So that part's the same. The only difference is it's 2 higher on the The block armor is the same as the level 3 bronze. So once I upgrade it, it becomes 20, 30, 30. Go to level 3, it'll be 32. Probably something like that. So it'll be 4 higher than what I have. Something. It'll be worth it. Which is better? The bandage shield. What's the difference? The bandage shield has much higher block armor. The parry bonus just isn't quite as big. And I do depend on the parry, but not so much. Is that parry bonus a bonus on the stagger or the damage? I used to know all this stuff very, very well. I'm going to put this back for a second and go get another round of smelting going. Since I'm obviously not going to go do anything super interesting in the rain. So let's grab another 60. Close to it. Yeah, let's grab the full amount. And these should be basically out of both ores and coal. And I should have 40 left over to put back in the chest. There it is. I can grab a stack of 30. I'm carrying too much, but not for long. Alright. And we've got a little bit more iron to work with. Alright, so still got 90, I just put another 30 and 120. So I'm going good for a little while. I can make a bunch of bronze too if I need. But first I want to look at other upgrades. Are there really no workbench upgrades? So this is level 1, then 2, 3, 4. I'm really on a level 4, huh? Yeah. Alright. Well, what I can do is I can make a forge tool rack. I can't make the meat thing either. Oh, I need iron chains. I need iron chains to make the meat rack and a lot of other things. So that's where you want to kill wraiths. Or if you get lucky, you find them in the crypts. So I either need to find another crypt to invade, or I start fighting wraiths. Is my bow skill good enough? 54 is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I mean, if you look at the damage I'm doing, it's still a little bit under. I think level 60 is where your max is at. Well, either way, I can make a forge tool rack. I just need 15 iron, which I have. So let's go ahead and do that. Wait. This is a forge tool rack. That's not for the... Are you kidding me? I can make this like it's become like a level 7 forge? Or whatever? Why am I having trouble finding any place to put it? Forge level 6 now. I'm not even sure what all this means. An ancient bark spear. See, this is all stuff I've never dealt with. Never really dealt with the spears things. I'm totally going to make a... There's so many fewer things that I thought I was going to be able to do that I can't. And now that I have these upgrades, I don't want to do any of this stuff in bronze. The question is, am I going to go to the iron? These two things would give me a -10. I really have no... Oh, the huntsman bow I need to do before anything else. Let's make sure we're clear on that. That was what I said. It was 10 fine wood. What else? I'll do the iron last. 10 feathers and 2 deer hide. I know we've got all that. And what was it? 25? 20. So I need another 15. Then now I can make a huntsman bow. It's going to be a thing of beauty. And now we look at the upgrades. 5, 10, 5, 2. So it's almost the same to upgrade it. 5 fine wood this time. Still another 10 feathers. 5, 10, 5 iron and 2 deer hides. Level 2 upgrades are usually where it's at for not needing a lot of materials. What did I get wrong? Oh, I swapped the feathers and the iron. Okay. Well, you know. Can't get it right every time. Upgrade huntsman bow. Now this time, see, it's 20 iron. It's back to 10, 20, 10, 4. But this upgrade is absolutely worth it. 10. And then 20 and 10 feathers. I already have 5, so I need 5 more. 10, 20, 10. Is it 5? 5 deer? 10, 20, 10, 5? 4. 10, 20, 10, 4. It's a big 10, 4. Alright. 20 iron we need now. Any upgrade I can do on this is 100% worth it. And the final upgrade, 15, 30, 15, 6. 15, 30, this will be 15, 6. And it's interesting that they keep making you need all of the ingredients. This took almost everything I had to get this upgrade for iron that I brought back. So that's what I mean. You go through it real fast. Real fast. Now I have my beautiful level 4 huntsman bow. So I'm going to look at that versus this. So what's the difference? I had a pierce of 41, now it's a 54, so 13 higher is nice. Draw stamina is faster, so it's a 6 instead of 8, which is nice, so that'll go faster. The knockback's better. Backstab's the same, movement's the same, weight's the same, durability's better. It's interesting how it's just 300 here, but it's 250 over 250 there. Repair station level, probably 1. You know, let's see what it says here. Durability is 250 out of 250. It's interesting over here, it says the durability of the level 4 is a 300. And here it says it's 250. It's kind of strange. The pierce, is this like saying what it would be to upgrade it to a 5 or something? I don't really understand what these numbers mean. I should be looking at these numbers. So the draw stamina here on the huntsman bow is still 8. Whereas on the fine wood it's a 6. got worse? I thought that got better. It got worse. That does take a little bit longer, doesn't it? Here. If it's worse, it's not terribly dissimilar worse. Alright. Some of the old tools. Alright, let's take a look at what's going on out here. We still have 26 to go, which means we put 9, 9, and 8. Let me grab some coal. Eight, 18, and 18. Oh, or you need 2 more. Close enough. Alright. So after that batch, I'm done. Now, I really thought I was going to be able to do more in terms of this kind of stuff. Well, there is the hearth. Which I'm going to need some. And that's kind of a perfect little spot for it, isn't it? I don't have the 15 stone, but I think I put it in the carrot just outside. There it is. I'm carrying too much. That's okay. No, it's not, because I won't be able to get over this. Oh, I can. Alright. I am kind of bummed. Oh, I have no stamina left. Let's grab all the stuff that was here. And then the iron. It'll be too much again, but now I can place the hearth here. And I can also make a cauldron. And you kind of want to put it on the corner, so that later when you have the meat, you're all good. Now, any changes here? No. I think I need chains for this upgrade too. I think I'm going to need to go maybe wraith hunting. Not a phrase I thought I was going to be uttering. So now what would I benefit from better? Armor? Or weapons? I don't use the mace very much. I mean, don't get me wrong. 55 versus this is 47. It's a fair upgrade. That's just a level 1. But the thing is, my armor is a 10 and a 10, and going to iron here, which are 14 and 14, that's an extra 8 just for level 1. It's a pretty big jump. And I'll be out of iron pretty much at that point. So I have 27 here. I just put, what, 29 out there? No, 20. It was 28. I did 9, 9. That was 26. So I did 9, 9, and 8. So 26 and 27 is 52. Anything else? You know, an iron pickaxe. Do I want to make the iron pickaxe now? Because there's an upgrade you can get with a little bit of granite. I think it's a workbench upgrade. I don't remember what it is. But I'm almost to the point where I can go in the mountains. But I should probably do one more. I don't want to rush into the mountains. I should do one more crypt to get more iron so that I can level up everything I want. So I'm going to get a little bit of armor here. I'm still going to want to make the mace. Helmet eventually. But I think I'm going to start off with the scale mail. I'm going to save. I'm not going to do the iron pickaxe yet. So I need some deer hides. 4 of them. Oh, yeah, it seemed like I had so much iron not too long ago. And then the next thing you know, boom. So we'll go scale mail first. And this is the first time in a while I've not been wearing troll armor. Now normally with troll armor, or any armor really, you get done using it, you put it in the chest for like a death run, so you have a little bit of armor just waiting. If you die, you're gonna go get your stuff. When you're doing permadeath, it's not really a consideration. Might as well just throw it into a what's the thing called? An obliterator. Oh, I don't know that I've spoken with Haldor since I beat Elder. He may have some new stuff for me. What that stuff might be, I don't know, but he might have something new. I should check that out. And that's actually on the way to my other base. What's that noise? That didn't sound good. I made the iron scale mail, now I need the greaves. So I got me some new pantaloons. My armor is now 43. So that's a pretty big improvement. It's not a great armor, but it's a big improvement to what it was. Let's keep the troll set together, shall we? See, I was carrying around all those rocks. That was part of what was making things take down already. Oh. My fermenter's going fast. I really don't need all these rocks. But I will need these poison pots eventually. Alright. I only have, what, 13 iron left. Boy, I blew through that fast. If I wanted to make something, could I? An Acure. Never really used one fighting, and I'm not going to start in this game. I've made the iron nails. Got my boat. Iron mace is 20. What did I say? I have 17? A buckler. I could upgrade my buckler. But I can't. I have to decide if I want to use the banded shield or the buckler. And in order to decide that, I can make one of them, a level 1. That jump on the banded shield is so huge. It uses less resources as well, but this... that parry bonus, I need to look up what that is before I make a decision. I'm in no rush. So I think this is all dark, right? Yeah. My coal's resources have gone way down. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up these guys for the next swamp. Maybe even do a little bit of wood cutting. Because this is only going to be worth about another 300, 150. Almost, not even quite. Close. Yeah, there's no wood in there. Yeah, I might do a little bit of wood chopping. How am I on my food stores overall? I've got 50 carrot soups, that'll last a little while. I've got 50 deer stews, as well as some fish, which is actually exactly the same. The difference is this has 3 hit points a tick, fish only has 2. Good, obviously, on boar meat. Jerky, I've got over 100. I'm fine there. And I thought I was going to be able to make some food, but I need those chains. So maybe what I'll do is jump on Yoda longboat. Top off my foods. Jerkies. Deer. Got a little bit of woods. A few different arrow types. And maybe I'll go spend a little bit of time at my base near a small crappy swamp, collecting some resources there. And you know what I should do? Because I can. And I probably should load up my boat with this as well. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab, like, let's say 25 fine wood, 25 of the ancient bark. Boy, I thought I had a lot more. Did I use it in something? Oh, making the longboat. I'll have to get some more ancient bark. And 25 core wood. And then I'll grab 5 cores, and then on the boat we'll have enough cores and other stuff to make 4 bonfires. So if I go out finding some bases or whatnot, I will be perfectly able to build some bonfires. So let's load that up. I'm gonna put the key in there for now. I still need to christen my boat. Almost makes me want to go kill a troll or something. Free wood, might as well grab it. Same even kind of for flint and stuff too, right? Because when you go to set up forward operating bases for whatever, you know, having 10 flint around gives you an extra upgrade on the workbench. Might as well take advantage of that. One wood. Maybe I'll grab 1 stack of stone. Don't really need it, because you can always get it there, but... Well, this brings up an interesting point. There's a lot of things that you would maybe normally want to bring to set up an operating base. I'm not going to do a full operating base setup since I'm going somewhere that I already have a base. I already got, you know, smelter, kiln, stuff like that. Grabbing the food, but what else was I going to grab? Got the food, poison pots, just in case. You never know when a blob's going to come, you know, flying around the corner. I'll just grab the whole stack, you never know. Can easily get more of those being made. What do I need to upgrade the buckler? And the mace and other stuff. I can upgrade the pickaxe. The mace I can, 12. So I would need 24. And 12. To make 12 bronze. I don't really need to do this, but a little bit never hurts. I don't really need the bronze for much else. And it was, let's say 9 bronze, which means I would need 18 copper. Now, you know, now is when we start getting into a realm, whoops, where we need to be a little careful. Not that it's a big deal. Getting copper for me is a fairly not dangerous thing. But I do want to have some copper around for the stuff that I need to do when I make a new base. Right? The forge, and one of the forge upgrades requires 6 copper for the forge and some large amount for one of the upgrades. Like 20 copper for the anvil or something, right? I might have to go and get a little bit more copper. The axe is no big deal. The iron, it's only 5 to upgrade these, huh? But then there was that shield. If I do 5, then this, it gives me 8. I could do the banded shield. What was that? It was parry bonus. I'm going to look that up real quick. Valheim parry bonus. The parry bonus modifies your block power and is what helps determine if a parry will stagger the enemy, allowing you to capitalize on the bonus damage. If a parry is successful, the damage you block is calculated by multiplying the block power of your weapon or shield by its parry bonus. So if it's successful, I will only block 1.5 times my block power, which I guess here is 42. So another 21 puts me at 63. Whereas with the iron buckler, 2.5. Actually, if I do it here, it's 44. So 1.5 times that becomes 2266. The iron buckler, the 2.5 times 30 is 75. So it's actually a higher block armor for parrying, and the damage that you block with a successful parry is what it says here. And I just want to double check that my thinking on that's correct. And you know, I've written tools about this stuff. I should really know. Huh. Alright, yeah, so I think I'm going to stick with the iron buckler on this one. So I'm going to grab... actually, I can grab one off the boat. I wanted to have enough for 5, but not critical. Or 4. But 3 is good enough for starters. Man, I'm using... Well, here's the interesting thing. I get a chain. You know, I'm not going to do anything. I don't want to get a chain from a wraith. Have it tell me, oh, with this one chain you can make all these great things that require 5 armor or something. So I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is go try and kill some stuff. Just out of curiosity, I've rotated stuff, never mind. Here's my north. I should also swing by Haldor, maybe. Just out of curiosity. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll put a little bit of loot on the boat. Just in case Haldor's selling something a little new. Because I think right around this time, maybe he's selling Emir flesh? I don't remember, but let's... I clearly have enough for whatever he's going to be selling. I want to get one of those Durger spotlights as well. Almost for, like, working at night more than it is in the mines and things. I left some rubies somewhere. Pity. So these are 110 for almost nothing. See, this is like 100 each, so that's 400, 500 some. Yeah, I might as well grab these. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 475, 575, 585. So if I want to have a nice cool, I think it's 400 for whatever, but 500, 575 did I say? 475, 585. So I need 4. I'm just going to take this. That should give me enough of whatever I need. If it's not enough, then I can come back later. We're fine on all this. I mean, I know where the copper mines are and everything. I'll sleep, I'll wake up. You know, I probably should have gone there because the race are going to come at night. But I can still chop some wood, kill some, you know, dudes. Alright, let's, don't need to kill pigs or anything. Eventually I may need to. If I could find, if I go into that little swamp where I'm going, I confirm that's what I have as north. Well, let's leave it the way it is. We're going to Haldor first. Alright. Which means we're going northwest. Which at the moment, surprisingly, is the way that the wind seems to be blowing. Mostly. You know, I should have brought some resin so I could fatten up the... Oh, you know what else I should have brought? Is fishing pole and some bait. I don't want to buy another one. Although I might. If. If. If I don't have anything else to buy from Haldor. I think he was north of the base. He's not over here, is he? I left a big marker on the shore, but I want to be careful about going into Draugr Bay. And I say that because there's a bay around here somewhere where there's a freaking Draugr village and there's a Draugr archer in the water who keeps shooting up at my boat. I'm just going to go through here a little slow. I think it's up over there, actually. I'll go a little faster through here. Obviously, there's a lot of crappy rocks and stuff. Alright. I think I perfectly piloted right into this rock, yeah. That's good. That was good piloting there. I think I just named my boat the Titanic. I've been trying to come up with a name all day. And I think that did it for me. The HMS Titanic. Can I get around this, or am I just smashing into the iceberg again? Yeah, there we go. There you go, Mr. Iceberg. Tear us up. There goes Leo and Kate. Why did I come in here? I know I wanted to stay close to the shore, make sure I'm not missing out on the Haldor marker, but this didn't seem so bright. I'm pretty sure it was clearly not in here. Although, maybe it is. I think that little torch over there, that's either it. Jeez. I think the last time I came through here I was in a carve. Which is why this seems much more doable than what I'm doing now. I might have to get out and start pickaxing some rocks. Let's curve around here. Alright, that worked out nicely. Now, is there a big H there? There is a big H there. That means this is indeed the Haldor stop. So, that's probably a good thing I came in here, although I could have come around and kind of parked it in this way. I've still got all the loot on me. Let's see if there's anything that Haldor is selling that I want to buy. I'm going... You still gotta be a little careful. You never know if you're gonna turn a corner. A Grey Dwarf Shaman spews poison on you. Troll whacks you. Who knows what. See, it's funny, when you first get back, these torches, you can see them lit, and they go out for a second. Right after... See, this is when I was really convinced I was never going to be able to find Haldor again, because I found him once, literally, one of the first days I was playing. Could not believe my luck. That he was on the same island as me, and then I accidentally ran into him. And then after I found him, couldn't find him again. Took me days and days of searching. And I was like, I'm going to do everything I can to make this path clear as day. Alright, let's see if he's got any new loot. There it is, the Ymir flesh, and I think I need 4 of those to make a Frostner. I'm going to buy 5, just in case. And I don't have enough money on me. Well, maybe if I sell more stuff, I can buy the diverter helmet. Circlet? No. I've sold everything, and I have 300. I didn't bring as much as I thought I did. Alright. So I've got the Ymir... Oh, a Thunderstone. I really need a obliterator. Oh, do I need an obliterator? Can't buy the rod, can't buy the bait. Nah, 250. What's this? Oh, buke berries. I must have thrown those down last time. Yeah, those aren't things you necessarily really need so early in the game, the old buke berries. Oh, how'd I get resin? Huh. Oh, nice. I'll throw up a couple, just from Greylings or Grey Dwarves or something that I killed over the years. All these things that I've thrown down. No room in the inventory because I have dandelions that I don't want. Pinecone. There we go. I don't know that I really need that trophy, but... I mean, let me word that a little differently. I know that I don't need that trophy. Look, a copper mine. I can get some copper. And destroy my little path here. I'm going to have to cross the river, though. Almost there. Get back to the boat. Get to my little crap swamp stalking spot. Kill some Draugr and maybe some leeches. Get some blood bags. There should be It's probably a little too far. Ah, yeah, it is. Oh, well, I didn't take much damage. Look at all those fish just waiting to be caught. Make sure I'm not going to hit any rocks again, despite the name. There's a big dummy. Probably should christen out my new bow on him, but I want to make sure I get to the place on time. The coin stacks are pretty funny. Right now I'm traveling north. Alright. This is not swamp. This was the place that I stayed when I was looking for Haldor, and I finally found him. I mean, nothing fancy, but then again, nothing I ever make really is fancy. It all tends to be very utilitarian. But I want to get chains before I go to bed. Whether or not I'll be able to get chains before I go to bed, that's a whole other ballgame. You know, it's funny how there were so many crappy swamps. I spent days looking for a good swamp with crypts. And I kept finding these little, like, slivers of swamp, right? There's like a mountain that comes down, and then there's the ocean here, and there's just this long little sliver of swamp, you know, and I think this is that Draugr Bay I was talking about. That's what I call it. Still got that guy probably in the middle of the bay getting ready to shoot me. And there you can see a tree over near the fire swamp. And there's my little, you know, forward operating base for the fire swamp, where I can try to go in and pick off some Draugr, some leeches, and if I get lucky, find some turnip seeds or a turnip plant. Get some more ancient wood. I'm a little low on that. Back in as always. If I time this one just right, should be able to get it just right here. A little bit of damage, but that's alright. Oh, but you know what? That's good enough. You gotta be careful, we're close to the swamp. Leech water. And in fact, while I'm at it, let's do that. Let's confirm that north is north, which it does not seem to be. Did I rotate this? I don't think I did. I think this north is wrong. So I'm going to fix it. It would be this way, with my base being that way. Alright, now let's see what kind of stuff I got here. Might be able to pack into the boat. Sure, I've got something. A few resin. Bunch of nothing, really. Alright, let's dump some of the stuff off on the boat that I know I'm not going to need. Oh, again, leash water. Maybe I will back it up a little bit more. I need to just admit the fact that my jumping skills... Like, why is he not jumping when I want him to? It's kind of a little frustrating. There we go. I'm going to back it up a little bit, so I don't have to go through that again. Like I said, one leech incident, and the game's over. And when the game's over, the game's over. Don't need any of that. Don't need these. Don't need that. Don't really need stone. Although, I might be able to use it for a little something. I don't know why I only have one. I thought I had like 4 or 5. Stack of wood, never really a bad idea. The butte berries at the moment are totally unnecessary, but I'm going to hold on to them for reasons I can't quite place. Back up a little bit more. Did I drifted out already? That should be good. Now, let's go wander into the fire swamp. And so this is where I have to think. I've clearly been around here a little bit. This actually used to be very heavily treed, that whole area, and I took it all out so that I could see what the heck was going on over here, because the Draugr do wander over here. Just like that leech is. Is my first kill going to be a leech? Yeah, let's make it a leech. 1, 2... I say first kill as if I'm going to kill anything with my shooting ability. But I'm getting some good, reasonably quick wind up on the bow. I just got a load of blood bags, which is good. I'm wet, not so good, but not the end of the world. Are there any, you know what? What's this, a shroom? Can I flatten this out any? No. I didn't bring the rocks with me. But that's okay, because I saw about 50 of them back here. Alright. And so let's, I need a workbench for this. That's what I was complaining about. Don't care. Alright. Now can I flatten that up even a little bit better? I don't know. Not really. Good enough though. Good enough that if I'm being chased by a wraith or something, it's no problem. Okay. Now I don't think the wraith will spawn over here, but it'll spawn over there well enough that it'll come over here after me. Let's see, can I hit that guy from here? Okay, I consider that more the actual christening of this bow. Let's see. No, maybe I don't want to sit at this base. Maybe I want to go up the river a little bit and park my boat. And there's really no reason to be at this base, right? Like for killing stuff. All the other stuff's on the far side. Maybe I will go over there. Make sure there's no leeches around. Nope, good. Nope. Not a lot of empty spaces, but I can. Oh shit! I hate that steam overlay. It's going to be the death of me, literally, in this game. Not in real life. Let's not be dramatic. It's funny. I almost wish I brought enough resources to make a carve, which would make, you know, a little foray down the river a little bit easier to deal with. And just, since I don't want to take this too quickly because of all the rocks and everything else going on. Ooh. Let's go ahead and get rested. I totally forgot about that. It's the #1 rule of Valheim. Always be rested. ABR. So let me go back. Oh, you know what? I'm such a putz. I can make an armor stand now. And I totally missed that when I was, I don't want the pig head. I totally missed the armor stand when I was using up all that armor. How did I... It counts as furniture. And I can make a raven throne. All I needed to use was 5 iron, and I could get another, was it 2 or 3? Oh, and I can make some blue torches with those gray dwarf eyes. Nice. I don't think you get any bonus out of the chests. Oh, I'm not getting arrested because I have no fire. Alright. Well, that was a little silly. That's a bummer. I could have had higher. Well, I probably wouldn't have brought it here, though. Where's the forge? I don't even have a forge here. That's how long ago I set this little operating base forward. This was the first place I looked for a swamp. And that's why I called it the Fire Swamp. I need a name for the one where I'm actually getting iron from, though. It's a little far away. Okeechobee or something. Maybe what I was going to do, I started to say this before, I think I'm going to back in so that I can get out of the swamp pretty quickly if I need to. And the reason I did that was the friggin' momentum on the boat is so bad. You'll sit there and drift forward for like 3 hours while you're waiting for the boat to start going backwards when you're trying to go backwards. But as soon as you jump out, it whatchamacallit, as soon as you jump out, the boat stops. So it's a nice, easy way to come to a complete stop. And I think I'm actually also tonight, when I'm trying to kill wraiths, which probably will be the death of me, I'm going to take a poison pot just in case I happen to run into a Ray Dwarf Shaman that I'm unexpected. That's unexpected that I'm not expecting. Or I think sometimes. Jeez, oh, it's the boat. Oh, the. Jeez, it scared me. The Draugr archers sometimes use poison arrows. I thought it was close enough. Jeez, this is not exactly the safest little waterway, is it? Alright, now I feel like we have to be getting pretty close to You Are Cold. And you know what I am going to do, though? That could work really well. Throw this kind of crap out. What the heck was that? Oh, leeches. Okay. I'm going to grab a core. I'm going to grab 5 of these. 5 of these. There it is. You feel cold. And 5 of these. So that I can make a fire. Bonfire, that is. Maybe up on this hill. May not be a smart... Oh, yeah. Like I said, didn't take that poison pot I talked about taking. I should take that now, so that I don't forget later. Get rid of the buke berries. I gotta make sure that I remember to have a spot open. I should clear out 3 spots and be okay, but you know what I mean, like, you don't ever want to geez, there's a friggin' troll around. Did I bring wood? I did, okay. I'm gonna have to be really careful if there's a troll. Fire arrows. Alright, I don't know how quickly they spawn or don't spawn. Like, do they just singly spawn and then... Or like, the fact that I don't see one now just means there isn't going to be one. I know they move around a little bit, so maybe it's out of my distance. I mean, maybe I'm going to have to wander down. Which is how I'll also find turnip seeds. Although I shouldn't be looking for turnip seeds in the dark. I want to keep this as a wraith-only endeavor. If I'm walking on here, and I'm kind of parkouring around, I'm too far away, so I feel cold now. How close am I to the troll? A shaman. That's an oozer. I just gotta be careful that, like, this guy doesn't come up from behind me somehow. I don't know what their movement patterns are or whatever. This will help me see a little bit better. Sorry if it makes me look not so good. Generally speaking, this is looking like a pretty safe. Actually, how's this red look? It's kind of a good swampy color. Oh, this oozers think he's coming after me, huh? Oh, maybe he will. Turn them into blobs. Alright, that did most of the damage. Alright, that actually worked pretty well. Now, once you kill one, does that kind of cause another one to appear? I see a blob out in the distance out there. I'm not going to hit him. I don't think. Oh, she went way too far. I could hit him. Oh, he jumped right at the last second. That was a nice shot. See, it seems to be like Grey Dwarf Shaman Night. I mean, that's what they do, right? I don't know, maybe the swamp isn't big enough for wraiths to spawn in. I didn't think that existed. I've seen them spawn in some small swamps. I feel like I'm the only person on the planet who's ever been running around a swamp at night and can't find a wraith. Now, let's be clear. I'm not running around the swamp like a madman. I would do that if I were not playing a permadeath run. Oh, there's a freaking troll. I'm really not excited about having him sit right behind me. I hear him, but I don't feel thumping of him moving. Like it's starting to get a little light. Maybe not, I don't know. I wonder how arrows it would take me to kill a wraith. And I'm not even really seeing Draugr down there. I'm just seeing that one blob. I'm not saying I wanted it to be dangerous, but I don't normally like my swamps so safe. Oh, there's the wraith. This could be it for me. Could be game over. He's coming after me, yep. That was when I don't want to miss. And I keep missing. Drop a chain? Tell me he dropped a chain. Oh, there it is, the chain. Wait, is that troll footsteps? Or is that just me on the mountainside? Alright, well, we got how many chains? 3 chains. Why do I always feel like you need 4 for good things? Trolls. I only needed to hit that wraith, what, like 4? Was it 4 or 5 times? That wasn't too bad. I missed him a few times and still had a little bit of time left. Stamina use was okay too. I didn't run out of stamina, which is nice. And I think it's... Did it say it was daytime? Or am I still getting cold when I go far away? Okay, it's not daytime yet. So I could theoretically still see another one. It is nice knowing... Okay, not anymore. Where is this freaking troll? Huh. There's trees behind me, too. I should have known that. I ought to spend a little time looking back there, too. So there he is. There he is. This is not exactly a safe area for killing trolls. But now that it's kind of daytime, my boat's right over there, down the river a little bit. What I'm going to do is pick a spot this way, not super far, and just kind of wander around a little bit. Not going to do it quite yet. I think I just heard a skeleton. I want to get my... get the trail of death. I think that's where I shot a couple of those oozes and things. That's a lot of ooze bombs right there. So maybe I'll go down here to the swamp as soon as I can take one more poison pot. Start collecting some stuff. Look for turnips. Killing people that I need to kill. And if I see any like 1-star guys or 2-star guys, gotta be real careful. I'm gonna start heading back towards the boat. I do need to get some more ancient bark. Don't want to use fire arrows on those guys. It's a waste of fire because they're wet, you know? Alright, anybody else sneaking up on me? No? Well, you, I guess. See, it's the fact that there's so many that makes me very wary of going in to get blood bags. Because not only are they poisonous, but they hit like hammers, man. I hear skeletons are okay. You're a bit of a annoying punk. Alright. A little bit more of the oozes. Go back to the bow. He's a no star. So one hit, he's dead. Not seeing seeds. One of these days, I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to start coming in here and looking for abominations. And I think I hear one, right? Alright. Now, it's interesting. I always wonder about places like that, if they'll have a chest in it that might have turnip seeds. Wait! I think I just saw one over there. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna have to go back and around. I'm not rested. Okay, that's really bad. Oh, and there's the abomination. I just want the seeds. Thank you, I'm out of here. That's the absolute worst time. The second you become not rested. And, okay. Okay, that's really bad. Alright, a little safe now. Okay, it's good to know when I need to get some cores. Core wood. Now, normally when you kill him, he drops, what, like 4 or 5? Since I'm on triple resources, that will give me like 15. That'll be enough for a root harness. You know, I probably shouldn't have spent that iron on the chest piece, because for sure I'm going to want the root harness for a couple of reasons. Primarily planes, right? They're good against archers. Not the end all be all, but why is he just so far away from the shore? Alright, well, it's time for the jump. And I'll miss. Oh, I think I saw a leech coming after me. No, it's just a wave. Alright. Yeah, the next time I'm coming down this river, I think I'm gonna build or bring a carve in a box. Need to avoid that. I'll probably just go straight through. Well, right now, I need to point it this way. He is an archer. Oh geez, this could be really bad. See, I think he's 1 star. I could be stuck. Huh. Oh, this could be really bad. Alright. Wait, what am I doing? This is freaking leech areas. Get me out of here. I'll get it the old-fashioned way. Oh, no, the other way. Boy, I should have gone the way I came. I really didn't think it was going to be so sandbarred up in here. It looked good from a distance. All you saw was that one big rock over there, and then this was all clear. This is going to be kind of bad, I think. Huh. I might need to do this a very different way than I was thinking. I've got myself in a bit of a pickle here, haven't I? Does it seem safe from leeches a little bit? Well, if I'm going to do that, I should take some food. Look around, I don't see any leeches. They come quickly, but... Alright. I'm not worried about a gray dwarf. Let's back up and go the way we came. That's just a little bit terrifying, that whole experience. Based on that guy's color, I thought that was a 1-star archer, and I'm not going to take him too many hits to get me. Luckily, I think he was focused on the boat. Yeah, look at that, the boat's half dead. So we're going to take a little bit more hits. Then we're going to back out here. I'm going to hit this rock. Nope, got over that. Alright. I got 3 chains. I don't know if that's enough to do anything. I sure hope so, but I don't know. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to get kind of close to base here. Hopefully close enough to repair this thing without having to leave the boat. Told you, next time I'm taking a carve down the river. That was pretty brutal. There it is. I'll take a little bit more damage, but that's okay. Alright, now I'm too far away, but the boat's almost fully healed. Alright, so now I think it actually really doesn't matter what I do, because if I turn it around, the freaking wind's going to be against me. And I almost wonder if you paddle just as fast backwards as you do forwards. And I know that there's an A-bomb in the swamp, which is pretty cool, right? And I also know that there's not a lot of other things in that swamp. I mean, eventually we found our wraith, but it took some effort. We saw very few draugrs, a few skeletons, a bunch of leeches, of course. So I think the next time I come, go, I am going to flatten out as much as I can down in that area where the abomination was with a hoe. Bring some rocks maybe, if I need to. And then build a bonfire. And then try and lure the abomination into the bonfire while simultaneously trying to shoot it with arrows. Okay, do I actually need to go that way? This is looking like... That's Draugr Bay. Do I have to actually go all the way around that? It's actually not bad. I'll get there faster because it'll be... I didn't remember that being quite so sharp a turn. I can get into the wind now, at least for a little while. Oh, geez. Doing things on my other computer to keep up. And I almost crashed into the shore. That almost reminded me a little bit. A couple days ago, I had a troll ground is shaking event just as I was leaving on the boat. They both came after me in the water, and then it got super deep on them. So just kind of their heads were sticking out of the water. And they could still walk, but they were going real slowly. And I wanted to stay in the area where the ground is shaking to use up the timer. And so I just had the boat going around their heads, and they were kind of just circling around. And I probably should have picked them off, but I had no reason to. I don't want to waste the arrows. Oh, I got some blood bags. So the goal here, now when I get back, I only have 3 chains. And there's 2 things that I want to build. Not enough I'm going to be able to build either one of them. Is the, I can probably check while I'm going, but I want to be a little careful that I don't crash into shore right next to a troll or something. They're not the end of the world, but it does take time sometimes. Okay, so I can make... No? Okay, the cooking station takes 3. Which is good. But I can't do a cauldron upgrade yet. I was hoping to see a cauldron upgrade. And there is no cauldron upgrade. At least not yet. I've got the Thunderstone, but I'm not going to waste the iron on that yet. Don't need these. I already got all of this. I've done all these. So the cooking station is the only thing. I think the... maybe once I grow turnips, I'll have the ability to make the crafting station upgrade. What the heck's going on? Oh, some random rock just under the water. I just need to start like sailing way out at sea. I spend most of my time just, seems like hitting rocks these days. That's why I called it the Titanic. Alright, so let's get the Titanic back to, you know, my daughter really liked the name Valheim for the base, but I wanted something a little more snazzy. Any ideas? Maybe I'll call it... No. All my ideas just tend to be very lame. I need to be inspired. Maybe I need to name it after that initial event where the Draugr climbed over my wall that I thought was super protective. Maybe I'll call it Troy? They didn't exactly come in on a Trojan horse, but they did manage to sneak in. I'm not aware of any other cities where people climbed over the wall like that. Was this not my base here? Alright. Geez, that took a long time to render. I'm starting to get nervous. Alright, let's come in at a slightly different angle here. I mean, I've got the... Do I need to make the cooking station in order to activate the next crafting upgrade? Maybe. I'm afraid to do it until I plant the turnips and get a turnip. Oh, look at that. Managed to do that without taking any damage. I already had a little bit. Anything in here I need to get? Some stuff. Take a couple trips. I'll clean it up. Troy. It's a walled fortress city. Call it El Dorado. It's very precious cargo. Inside. Hard to find, ideally. Alright, bones go here. Butte berries. Do I even keep those anywhere? There, okay. They're with like plant stuff, which I should probably also No. Resin. Need to update the resins here. Ooze and blood stacks go here. Turnip seeds need to get planted pronto. Alright, let's get rid of these carrots first. You know, one of the cons of once you start getting into barley in the plains, of which I honestly have no expectation of getting that far before I die. But if I do happen to make it to the plains, and you start harvesting like, you know, flax and barley, you use the adze secondary attack in a giant sweeping motion, and it just takes it up, everything down in a huge circle. That makes picking up crops so much faster. Alright. Okay. Wasn't sure if I was getting full of it in the inventory. I'm sure gonna have enough to make some carrot soups, assuming I got enough mushrooms. I've been not so diligent on collecting my mushrooms, which is kind of stupid of me, I suppose. Alright. Might need a new chest for carrots in here or something. I'll stick them up with the soups. The chains will go by the forge for a second. Wood can go in the furnace, but I need to grab the cultivator. And we will begin. Make them nice and far apart. So I have no issues. And just in case, I'm going to put a seed and a chest somewhere. You know, like troll shows up, my thing isn't as protective as I thought it was, and next thing you know, boom, I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna put them in like this chest here. That'll be my apocalypse chest. Something catastrophic happens, my base gets destroyed. Wouldn't be the first time. And they kill all my crops. Then I'll be okay. I'll be able to start again. We will rebuild. Alright. Obviously I'm skimping on some of those other potions a little bit in lieu of poison, but you know, that's where the usage is coming in. There's like my level 7, level 6 forge. Still my like crappy little level 3, 4 workbench. Alright, and I think that's going to be it for me. Oh no, wait. I'm gonna look up what I need in order to make the cauldron upgrade. I know at one point you need like 5 carrots, 5 turnips, 5 onions, I think. The spice rack. Oh no, it's 3 dandelion, 2 carrots, 5 mushrooms, 3 thistle, and 3 turnips. So I don't even need iron for that. I mean the chains. I thought I did, but it's actually the turnip that I need, which I'll have in a couple days. So I can feel okay. Everything else needs more crazy stuff. I can feel okay about using those 3 chains to make the food or the meat hanger thing. And I've not killed any sea serpents. I've not killed any lox. I don't really need it. But I want it. And then I'll go to bed. Okay, so to make it was what? Three iron I need. Alright, and I kind of put that cauldron in that corner on purpose, because then you can also do it like this. And so now you can fit the cauldron and this meat hanger on here at the same time. Nothing else going on in here. I can make a bunch of more boar jerkies, but I have hundreds, literally. I'm going to hang this back up. I think I had one little, probably, no, wrong thing. I wanted the cultivator to go. I swapped him early. One more little round, probably drop off these stones. Of stuff inside my boat in the hold. Man, at night this gets so bad. So I'm going to take the Emir flesh, the thunderstone. These are going to stay. This will stay, this will come. Really, I mean, I got the Emir flesh, which is nice. I think I need, it's silver that I need to make the Frostner, which involves going into the mountains. And I'm not sure I'll be doing that yet. I'm going to need to really pump up the foods. Put this back on the loot chest. I mean, really, I should do something like this. Or do I want it a little higher? Oh, there's okay. And then let's grab like 30. I should just type it in. I know I can, but... How much did you need for a stack? Oh, you need 100. Oh, let me grab 300 then. Which is almost that whole stack. It is that whole stack. If I do this, then I can't do, you know, the big fat pile. But that's okay. I kind of like having, you know, little stacks up here. Okay, this gray dwarf nonsense. The thunderstone I'm going to put in here probably, as with the Emir flesh as well, since it'll be a forge item. Alright, I'm going to call today a very successful day. Yeah, today was fabulous actually. I didn't die. I got a ton of iron, got it smelted, made a longship, got some chains, found turnip seeds. This was a banner day, and I didn't die. I can't stress that enough, because I can only die once. I'm not James Bond. There's none of this you can only die twice stuff. Like, dead is dead for me. So, with that being said, I am going to log off. Usually I do that by starting off, go to bed, so when I come in to start playing again, I can wake up and have at it. I always like this one. I'd read it to you, but I can't read it fast enough out loud. These things go pretty quickly. A couple more days, I got a turnip, I got a spice rack, I can start making sausages and black soup, I think. Onion soup, probably I could. I don't have onions yet. I gotta find like a little mountain where up in the mountain there's what those little cabins, the chest in them, you find the onion seeds. I think that's the only way you can get onion seeds. But mountains is not my friend. That's probably where I'm going to die. I don't suspect I'm going to get to the motor fight. I think there's a very good chance that a wolf is going to kill me. That's all there is to it. I'll have to think about ways that, as a solo person, I can get into the mountain without dying. That being said, everybody have a good night, good morning, depending on wherever you are. And you all take care. Bye.